Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Bully Wars, issue number 5 of, I believe, 5. So this should round it all up. This was a fun little series. Let's get right into it really quick. All right, we got story by Scotty Young, art by Aaron Conley, colors by Jean-Francois Bellew, and lettering by Nate Picos of Blambot. So basically, Rufus, he is able to, for the most part, win because he catches the rat. The other bully with the zits instead of kiss shirt, they're both like teaming off against each other, but Spencer's friends show up and they start doing what it's called is pretty hysterical. How they keep on making fun of it later is the best. But they show up and they just start blasting with dodgeballs. All these nerds start blasting with dodgeballs. Go figure. I don't remember dodgeball being quite so bad myself. I loved dodgeball when I was a freaking kid. I got hit in the head a couple times too, man. Whatever. I don't know if kids even play dodgeball anymore. You know what? In today's current, we must protect everybody from everything climate. Yeah, they probably did ban it. But in the meantime, dude, I loved it back in the day. I wouldn't mind playing some dodgeball right now. Somebody go and get one of those big red, weird freaking rubbery balls, and let's just start. Ooh, bam, bam. Anyway, more about the comic book itself. They decide on a very interesting outcome for who's actually going to win Bully Wars. Wasn't expecting this because it's so tropey, it's painful. But you know what? As much as I wanted to hate on this ending, I gotta say, it sounds so much like every 80s bully movie that I've ever seen. All right. No, I'm not talking about the good. I just watched The Karate Kid Part 1, the real Karate Kid, not the Kung Fu Kid. Again, last night. I watched it with my wife. She watched it for the second time with me. She's never watched one of my movies the second time, although she always likes my movies. This one she watched the second time because we're watching it with my oldest son. He loved the movie, and he's taking wrestling practice right now, and he's all like, "Can I start doing karate too?" I was like, actually have been. I've been showing a couple things. But yeah, he's going to get better. He's going to get better. He's going to be awesome. He's going to be better than me. He's going to be freaking amazing. And I mean, that's the hope we have for our children. In the meantime, no, the movies I'm talking about are movies like 3 O'Clock High, and stuff like that. 3 O'Clock High is probably the best of the bully movies, but there have been a couple other ones, and older than the 80s ones too. But, oof, man, let me tell you something. This ended pretty much like all of those would. Where, no, I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give it away. You got to go and just read the comic book because it's actually, to me, it's actually worth it. If you're an 80s kid, I was born in the 70s, but let's face it, we mostly remember the 80s, right? Yeah, if you were an 80s kid and you remember, you remember like when Reagan got elected and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're really gonna appreciate this ending if you remember those movies that we used to watch when we were, 12 to 16 years old or whatever, because they're freaking awesome. Tough Turf. Think about movies like Tough Turf and things like that. In some ways, Turk 182 also. But anyway, all of it good. And this, man, if they could pull this off, this would be a great flashback 80s movie type thing. If they made it into a cartoon, I would watch it. I would definitely do that. Anyway, guys, and it should appear on Adult Swim. All right, I'm done. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.